Hello from the Bureau of Meteorology. Today is Friday and this is a weekend weather update with the main focus being on rain. Widespread wet weather developing this weekend and lingering into next week as well. But before we touch on that, a quick look at thunderstorms across eastern parts of the country today, Friday. This is New South Wales, this is Queensland, this is the border between the two, and we are anticipating a stormy afternoon and evening around this part of the country. I'll try to trace out the area where storms are most expected. It's southeastern parts of Queensland, northeastern parts of New South Wales. It does look like the most significant storm activity will be inland a little bit, meaning those main metro areas on the coast like Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, probably avoiding the worst of the weather today. For Queensland, the areas of main concern are the Scenic Rim and parts of the Darling Downs, whereas in New South Wales we're looking at inland parts of the Northern Rivers and parts of the Northern Tablelands as likely to see thunderstorms this afternoon. Rest assured, if we do see the development of severe thunderstorms, we will be getting out those severe thunderstorm warnings to give you a bit of a heads up about potentially dangerous conditions happening near your area. Now let's look at the weekend, and for Saturday, plenty of pleasant weather around the country. It is fine and warm across much of Western Australia, plenty of sunshine there, lots of breaks of fine weather all along the eastern side of the country too. The main region of development on Saturday is around South Australia. We start to see a low pressure system develop with an associated rain band bringing widespread wet weather across SA on Saturday. Reaching Adelaide late afternoon or evening, there's the possibility of some thunderstorms embedded within this rain band too. Then on Sunday it really spreads out across eastern areas, moving into western New South Wales, southwestern Queensland, Victoria, Tasmania start to get a dose of the rain on Sunday as well. Again, we anticipate areas of heavy rain and embedded thunderstorm activity across this rain band on Sunday. We could see some heavy rain warnings get issued for some areas. In the north, we'll have really warm weather with a continuation of the daily showers and storms that you've been having recently, and it stays fine and quite warm out west. We will push forward into Monday as well because this system in the east remains a major player with the weather on Monday. Widespread rainfall throughout Tasmania, throughout Victoria, throughout most of New South Wales as well. Once again, embedded thunderstorms. That could mean we see the odd rumble of thunder and crack of lightning around Melbourne, Canberra, maybe Hobart, maybe Sydney as we push into early next week. How much rainfall are we talking? Well, when you combine the wet weather in the east and the south with the daily storms in the north, pretty hard pressed to find parts of central and eastern Australia that have a dry 3-day stretch ahead. Most of the country is lining up for some form of wet weather. Broadly speaking, widespread rainfall tallies between 10 and 30 millimetres from Tasmania up to the Northern Territory, but a couple of areas popping out as getting a decent dose more than that. Firstly here, northern Victoria and southern New South Wales could see 50 to 100 millimetres of rain with the passing of this wet weather. Likely to see some heavy rain warnings as well as widespread flood watches and possible flood warnings around those southeastern rivers in coming days. And the second area up here around the top end with some of those showers and thunderstorms packing a bit of punch and bringing areas of heavy rain. Much drier across most of Western Australia in the coming few days. It is going to be an active 4 or 5 days ahead with many of us receiving some rainfall, so do stay on top of the forecasts and the warnings at the Bureau website, or you can download the Bomb Weather app as well. That is it from me for today. We'll catch you next time.